Hello guys, and welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to make another Subaru video for you since our first Subaru video is over 1,000 views. That's so exciting. So we figured we would make you guys another Subaru video. So we've had Sydney here. We've had her for about 3 months already. We love her to death. We drive her every single day almost. Sometimes we come up with excuses just so we can drive her somewhere.
And I steal her.
And he steals her.
The weather gets bad.
Yep.
Whoa, sorry, there was a squirrel that was just like, he was jumping. So today we're going to tell you some things you should know before you buy a Subaru Crosstrek, or really any Subaru, because I've talked to other owners of different models, and
they're all pretty much the same.
Pretty much. Like, the general idea is the same, but we'll get into that later. Some of them are a little nitpicky, but at the same time, like, if you're looking for specific things, it'd be nice to know before you spend all the money.
We're gonna give her her first bath. Now, she's been washed twice before, but that was at the dealership.
Yep.
And this is our first time washing her ourselves.
Yep, gotta go get a drink before we do this.
He's gotta get a drink, not me.
Clarify. Yours truly has to get a drink.
Just to start off, some of the things that we really like about the car is obviously air conditioning.
Oh yeah.
My old car did not have air conditioning. Well, it did, but it didn't work. We love that. And we love the backup camera. That's a really nice
Let's
feature.
just shift and let's see.
So you do that, and then it has a nice screen. I'm sure you guys have seen a backup camera before, but yeah, it's really helpful. Never had a car that's done that, so. All right, now we're gonna head off to the car wash. Something else cool about the car that is to do with the little console here is, of course, you have your regular radio stations that you can put, but you can also save Sirius XM stations on here, which when you, I don't know if this is true for every dealership, but when you buy a Subaru, you get like a free few months of Sirius XM, which is really nice. And then you can connect your phone and everything. My phone isn't connected right now, but you can do Apple CarPlay, and we love doing that, especially on road trips, because you can put Google Maps right there instead of having a GPS, which is really nice because I prefer Google Maps. And it's also, when you hit bumps, it's not very jerky or anything like that. As my family has said, it doesn't ride like a billy goat.
Time to get some fuel, baby. See you when I get my juice. I walked in for one. This guy, because I haven't had him. And walked out with 4. Got my fuel for the week. I really do have to make it through 4 12-hour shifts. I'm not gonna survive. All I'm saying is they said it was a chance of rain. That looks more than a chance to me. We're here, Beachos. I'm just kidding.
We made it to the car wash, so we're gonna vacuum her first because it might rain.
Probably will, and we're gonna get out this car because I'm burning up.
Oh my god, let's go.
Does it work?
That's gross. This is probably really loud, so sorry if I'm screaming your ear off. Something really cool is the car came with these like all-weather floor mats, and they also go, they also go up on the back of the chairs. The car also came with carpeted floor mats, but we like the all-weather ones better. His Gangstalina But these seats are really easy to clean. I think it's the fabric that they use, like the stuff doesn't get stuck in it, it just comes right off.
Shades are going on.
Deal with it. Okay guys, so here's a before of all the dirt. See, there's some dirt up under this little hangover thing. There's some dirt up under there, probably from our camping trip. Of course the window needs to be cleaned. Some dirt on the bumper. These little reflectors are kind of dirty. Of course, got some driving dust. We're gonna clean the tires. Got a little bit of bird poo. There's probably some more on top somewhere. Got some minimal bugs on here. Got some bugs on the windshield. I don't know if you can see them. Not too many bugs in her teeth, just a few. Definitely need to clean down here really good.
Perfect.
While Clayton is finishing drying the car, I was just gonna show you guys a couple more cool things that we figured out about the car after we bought it. So one thing is, as you can notice, when I open the door, this little Subaru logo lights up. I thought that that was just like a little, you know, fancy, smancy little flair item, you know. But actually, we figured out the first time we drove her at night, those things are like bright LED lights, and it makes it easy to see the door handle at night. Literally, this little bitty Subaru logo has a LED light in it, and it shines literally all the way back to the back door. It is so useful at night. You can see your surroundings and all that. So yeah, that's something really cool that we both like.
I like the fog lights and stuff.
Something we like about the fog lights that we didn't figure out until after we bought the car and drove it for a while is that at night when you have the lights on, even if you don't have the fog lights on, when you like make a turn like around a curve, the fog light on the side that you're turning on turns on, so you can see the edge of the road where you are. So that's really cool. Subaru is all about safety, so they have all kinds of different safety features that are really cool that I have never seen in my whole life. So as you can see, there's a camera here and a camera here, and it looks like two eyeballs. That is called the eyesight feature, and what that does is it helps with things like it tells you when to brake when you're getting really close to something if you're not paying attention. Adaptive cruise control, it helps with that. That's actually really useful. I didn't think I would really use it. I'll have to show you guys when we're in the car, but I will explain it right now. So basically what the cruise control does, it's like regular cruise control that every car has. You set the speed you want and it maintains that speed for you. Well, you can also set a distance that you want, so you can go up to 8 car lengths in front of you, and it will keep that distance from you from the car in front of you. Usually we keep it on about like 2 or 4 car lengths in front of us, because that's kind of like a good distance. So we will show you guys that when we're driving it here in a second.
Like the first gear, that gearing, whatever the ratio they put it at, it's like real slow.
Yeah.
Of course, the thing only has like 194 or 93, something's real low at like 6,000 RPM or something like that. So you're a wee bit slow, but that's all right.
What he's trying to say for all you guys who aren't car nerds like me is that when you are stopped at a stoplight and you like kind of ease on the gas to go slow, sometimes it feels like it is not going at all, and then you'll get up into second gear and then it'll just, you know, it won't jerk like that, but it'll go faster really quick. So I don't know if that's just our car, if it's just the way I drive, but the first gear, sometimes it just doesn't feel like you're going at all, and then people get mad behind you, of course, because they're like, go, the light's green.
I forgot to mention something that I like.
Okay, what is it?
The crossbars that we put on. Really useful.
We haven't used them yet.
You can buy like OEM ones online for probably cheaper, but we just had the dealership install them because, oh well.
Because they're Subaru brand.
Yeah.
Gotta
it's all
stay
about
on
the
brand,
man.
Something else that we like about the interior of the car is it has the little extenders on the sun visors. It also has it on the driver's side. These can be really useful on road trips. We like the dome lighting. I believe these are LED as well. They're on because I have the door open right now. If you don't like to have the lights on when the door opens, there's a little switch right here that you can turn that feature off, but I like them on. What's something else you like about the inside?
The inside?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Or dislike?
the soft, all the soft materials and stuff, but they show dirt, or dust, I should say.
Yeah, it gets, like down here really gets scuffed up easily, but if you just like lick your finger, it just comes right off. So that's not really a big deal, it's just a nitpicky thing. We like the carbon fiber-esque. This is not real carbon fiber, but I really like that detail. It breaks up the textures. And Clayton was saying he likes the squishy armrest on the door.
Sorry.
There's also cup holders down here, both on
Those are nice.
Yeah.
And the passengers have them.
Yeah, something that I was kind of iffy on at first, but I've grown to really love is the orange stitching on the seats. At first I was like, well, that's kind of random, but it's actually a really cool color. It's also on the steering wheel. And I think because orange and blue are contrasting colors, they really go good together.
This car really is like the quintessential old person car.
Old person car.
You know how many old people drive Subarus?
Old
Well,
people drive
older,
Buicks.
Older people.
Old people drive Buicks.
Older people. Not.
Okay, so like moms. This is my mom car. This is my hot mom car.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
There's one more thing I want to point out about the interior of the car. We don't use this feature because we don't have a garage door, but if you do, under the rearview mirror, you can set 3 garage door openers to the rearview mirror. Something else we wanted to point out is we got the package that came with the heated seats. Now this doesn't come with every Subaru, you have to ask for it. And then every Subaru Crosstrek comes with X mode, which is like for really sticky situations. The Crosstreks are all-wheel drive, which is really cool, but if you get stuck somewhere, you can use this X mode button, and I think it just gives it a little bit more oomph, and it can help you get out of things, or if you just want to go off-roading or whatever. But we have not had a chance to use this yet. We have turned it on to see what it does, but we didn't really use it. Rain-X time. This is the best stuff. You guys, if you have a car, you need Rain-X. one thing I want to address before we leave is something that really confused me when we first bought the car. I mean, this isn't a really big deal. It's not a make or break thing to me, but it was just really confusing. So the chair has two levers. This one controls how high the seat is, so it like boosts up the bottom. And I thought this was to lean the seat back because it's the biggest lever, right? Put that back down. But this is actually the lever that controls the back of the seat, which is weird to me because I think the biggest one should control the thing you're going to control the most, right? So that really confused me. When we first got the car, I literally couldn't figure out how to move the seat, and Clayton had to show me how to do it.
And you forgot to tell him about when you were driving. She was driving down the road, and she like...
I was driving down the road when Clayton told me there were two levers, and I reached back and I was like, oh, I found it, and I literally go... and I was driving.
Here, let's get a replay.
But you ready?
Yeah.
Whoa!
That was exactly how she did it too.
But something that's really nice about these chairs is they literally lean all the way back into the seat behind them.
I don't even know if I can see it. Oh.
Is it really dark?
No, I can see it.
So this is really good for road trips when you just want to stop at a rest stop and maybe take a nap.
And the headrest.
I know, yeah.
Oh, shoot.
I know.
Sorry.
When we went on our camping trip, Clayton literally slept the whole time and he had the seat back. So yeah, that's something really good, but also something that I don't really like. But again, it's not a make or break thing for me.
Perfect.
While we're stuck in this lovely construction traffic, I figured I'll show you guys some things about the screen here. These buttons down here are actually how you change the screen display, so you
Don't push them because
Yeah.
they're like a couple grand for those little buttons.
Yeah, when we went to the dealership, they told us that a lot of people break these because they try to push them. You pull forward on them. So you actually do this, and then you can change the screen, and you can personalize it to whatever you want. Clayton likes to do something like this, and then that's just telling you where to go to find the menu. There's tire pressure, and then just the basic speedometer, which is what I like.
If you hit this little info button right here, you change the stuff.
You can also change the screen up on the dash to whatever you like. I like the distance until you need gas because I'm plain Jane.
Temperature and your time. Because I figured it's easier for you to look up here because it's in your view of the road.
Yep.
Little compass.
Yeah, it has a compass on the...
You can turn it off, which is kind of cool. It doesn't have that old school like box around it like a lot of old cars do.
I think it's pretty cool.
On the radio, you can customize like your brightness settings and all that sort of stuff.
Show them your fingers.
What? Go to settings, like brightness adjustment.
Yeah, and
stuff.
show them, since we both drive the car, I drive it the most, but Clayton does too. You can set a profile for each driver to save your settings. Like if you have certain brightness levels, see how it changed the brightness because Clayton likes it dark. And you can finish explaining what it saves.
It saves like, what is it?
It saves
All kinds of things.
It saves your radio stations, your brightness setting, everything that you like. So that's something really cool that you can do. You go to apps, and then it'll show you all these. This My Subaru app, I don't know if it'll open while we're driving, but you can make a maintenance appointment at your dealership straight from your car, and you can get roadside assistance, concierge. I guess you can talk to somebody, but it's not available right now. Let's go back to apps. Starlink is basically like OnStar, but it's Subaru's version. You have Pandora, Travel Link. It tells you gas prices where you are. You can also look at sports. stocks. You can see the weather where you are. So that's really useful for when you're traveling. Honestly, I just use my phone for that, but you can use your car. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Basically, you can show what is on your phone screen on this screen. This AHA app, I don't really know what that does. I don't really remember.
Oh.
But anyways, it's gonna turn orange here.
Yep,
it tells
there
you
it is.
because you can't always see someone who's beside you, so it will turn orange, and if you put on your blinker, it blinks telling you that somebody's there, like, hey dumbass, don't go over. So here's how the cruise control works. I'm not really watching, so sorry if it's a bad camera angle. So you have
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, sorry.
Excuse me.
You hit the cruise control to activate it.
Let me zoom in. Right there. Alright.
Got my finger.
Oh.
You hit the cruise control button to activate it. Then you get up to the speed you want. Let me speed up a little. Sorry. I'm on 65.
Oh my god. This thing is
Then you hit down to set it, and now it's on. As you can see on the screen, there's like a little white bar in front of the car. That is the distance, so you can put it
One
up.
bar is like it's like 3 car lengths.
Yeah, so 2 would be about 6 to
Ish,
4 car lengths in front of you. And the car is not going to let me get any closer. I mean, I can get closer now because, we're pretty far away. But if I speed up and catch up to that orange Crosstrek in front of us,
Or if someone gets in front of you real quick, it'll slow down.
it'll slow you down. So we'll see if somebody decides to do something funny. You can also decrease, so I just decreased.
It goes by 5 because speed limits are 5-mile increments.
And when a car gets in front of you, it puts a little car on the screen, so it shows you that it's watching that car. If it tries any funny business, it ain't gonna be happy. Sorry if the video is kind of like all over the place. We're just trying to tell you all the things that we've learned about the car since we've had her for 3 months, and just show you a lot of the features, because I'm sure if you're watching this video, you want to know what a Subaru Crosstrek is like. So we're just showing you all the little bells and whistles that we've learned, some of the cooler things that they don't really tell you when you buy it, and some of the little nitpicky things that we don't really like, but we can get over it. So
Stuff that real people like to know.
Yeah.
Like small things that'll bug or might bug you that you might not think about because you don't own one yet. So we're just trying to inform you